Mornings with Jaresha is a radio show and podcast here to equip, empower, and elevate you to the next level by helping you win your mornings and win your day with inspiration and motivation so you can wake, slay, pray, and take action. Today is a fabulous day to be great, have great, and do great. You just have to be willing to unleash your greatness and take action. This show is for everyone from all walks of life who just simply want to feel empowered and motivated to take the next step. Now, let's get it, let's go. Mornings with Jaresha begins now.
Welcome back to the Mornings with Jaresha show. On this show, it is all about waking up, praying, slaying your day, and we really want to be winning our day. So, winning our morning so we can win our day. So, each and every show, I like to really start off with a breakfast breakdown because, as we know, as they say, breakfast is the most important part of your day. So let's kick it off with the breakfast breakdown. Breakfast breakdown. And if you don't have your own breakfast breakdown, I'm hoping that if this is your first time tuning into the show, that you listen and absorb and then implement. So start doing your own breakfast breakdown. And the breakfast breakdown, it is all about what you're loving, what you're learning, and what is making you feel empowered. And when I tell you there is so much, for me, it's all about reflecting on those things that sometimes we take for granted, those things that we just carry on. We get up, we go through the motions with our day, and we don't think about many of those things. So it's so nice to be able to just take a few minutes to say, you know what? This is something I am absolutely loving, I am learning, and that's making me feel empowered. So, this is my favorite part of the show. If you can't tell, it is my absolute favorite. But listen, what I am absolutely loving. And let me just say this because when you think about your own breakfast breakdown, it may be something that falls in several of those categories, but it's just so good to just take that time. So, a lot of the things that I share on the show, it falls in the loving, learning, and making me feel empowered. But let's get into it. So, I am absolutely loving my planner right now. I've talked about my planner on this show before, but I am absolutely loving my planner. It is a planner that I purchased from being a part of the Female Entrepreneur Association. Her name is Carrie Green, and she has a planner. She has some other products, but she has a membership as well. I purchased this planner, and this is my second time purchasing this planner. The first time it was a little different. It was a little bit bigger than what it is now, but I absolutely just love it. And I'm still loving it, which means I'm still consistently writing in my planner each and every day. I love the fact that it's broken down by the three top priorities of the day. It has your daily schedule where you can write out your meetings, your appointments. It also has a section for your gratitude. So the things that you're grateful for, and I absolutely love that piece. And then it also has a section for you to be able to jot down notes, reminders, whatever that looks like for you. But I'm absolutely just loving this. And let me tell you, I love quotes. So at the bottom of the planner, at the bottom of the planner page, each planner page, there is a quote at the bottom. And I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. It's making me feel empowered. There are things that I'm learning about myself as I'm keeping track of my day to day, keeping track of some of my, like, it helps me with habit tracking and all of that as well. So there's so many great things. And a lot of times we will purchase planners, and I know I've been guilty about this too in the past, but we would purchase planners and we don't necessarily use them like we get excited about it, and then we have this excitement and then we stop using it, we stop being consistent and all of that. And I can tell you that this is one of the planners that I'm absolutely loving, that's really helping me. um, and the planner that I used to use is for focus as well. So check it out if you haven't, if you're not familiar with it. Take some notes, write it down, look it up. It's a really great planner. And I feel like everyone should have a really great planner. I don't know if I should say several planners, but at least have one great planner. So I'm absolutely loving this planner right now. As far as what I'm learning now, this for me is layered. It is so layered. And I was thinking, this morning as I was thinking about, what am I learning? Because I feel like I'm learning something each and every day. But I'm really, really just focused on so many different things in my life right now and in the season. But I'm learning how important it is to protect your peace, to protect your energy. It is so important to protect your joy. Like, it is so important for me, just in the space that I'm in, to protect that from any kind of drama, any kind of, I say foolishness, but anything that is going to really steal that joy from you. So a lot of times it's the negative, the negative people, the negative vibes, just anything that anyone brings that is not pouring into you. I feel like it is pulling from you, right? So I really feel like I'm learning how important that is in each and every situation. In each and every situation, whomever I come in contact with, how important it is to protect my joy, to protect my light, to protect my peace. So it is one of those things, it's one of those lessons that you keep on learning. You just keep on learning, but it's all good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. So, what is making me feel empowered? Now, listen, I talk about on this show quite often how I've been on this journey of, you know better, you do better. And for those of you that know, that really for me relates to exercising and practicing better eating habits and really just getting healthy, right? Because I'm over 40. And if you're over 40 and listening, then you know that, we have to stop playing around, really take our health serious. And if I'm not saying it just starts at 40, it should start way before 40, but you really have to start taking your health serious no matter what age you are. And so what's making me feel empowered is I decided to make this huge commitment, and that is to start doing Pilates. And so if you're a Pilates person, kudos to you. I'm loving it. I'm loving Pilates, and I'm feeling just so energized. I'm taking it slow, and I've really learned how important it is to just, go at your own pace, take it slow, and make sure you're, going at a pace to where you can feel it. And when I tell y'all, I am absolutely at a pace where I can feel it. So I've been doing Pilates, and I do it at home. I'm not going to a place doing it Pilates. I'm actually doing it in the comfort of my home, and I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. Now, let me just say this, because I said, okay, I'm going to start doing Pilates. I have not incorporated equipment yet. So I'm just doing, like the basic Pilates, and I'm getting ready to start adding the equipment in, and I'm excited about the equipment. So I'm just saying, like, don't knock it until you try it. And I wasn't one that was like, oh, I don't know about doing Pilates. Certainly I've done yoga and all that before, and I truly enjoyed it, but I have always been a like Zumba, like high cardio kind of person. And now I'm in this zone. I'm going to say zone. I'm in this zone of, I'm really loving Pilates. I'm really, really loving it. And it's making me feel empowered, making me feel energized. it's really making me be more intentional about my health and taking my health serious. So that is the breakfast breakdown. Again, I hope that things that I mentioned to you today helps you, really start reflecting on what your breakfast breakdown looks like, because it's so important for us to have that time, to have those moments when we can just sit back and reflect and think. And to be honest with y'all, each and every morning, that's when I am, before I record this show, I'm like, this is my time to think about my breakfast breakdown. This is my reflecting time. Maybe it means for you getting up earlier. I've talked about on this show how we have to sometimes make decisions for our lives that may mean waking up earlier. For me, that's always been, kind of a part of my thing, my daily routine. I love being able to get up early. As a matter of fact, if I am not up early, I feel like it throws off my day. But again, that's me. Maybe yours is a little different, but I truly hope that my breakfast breakdown each and every morning that you listen to the show really helps you to think about your own breakfast breakdown. So for today's show, y'all, today's show, I have so so much that I feel like I really want to share on each and every episode. And what I'm going to do is kind of split up this thing, because I feel like there's so much that I want to say. And there's so much that I want to share, and so I don't want to drag this whole thing out, but certainly there's some things that I want to share, because I feel like if you're having positive results, if you're over to overcome certain things in your life, if things are working out for you, I feel like that's where you should be sharing. You should be sharing your testimony. You should be sharing your story to help someone else, to really empower someone else. And so that's really what I'm going to go into for today. There's so many things that I have been working on in just this season. Really, just let's just start from the beginning of this year. There's so many things that, I've been working on, so many goals, so many initiatives, so many different projects that I'm working on. And all of them are good stuff. But at the same time, you know what happens when we put so many things on our plates, right? We add all these things on our plates and it just overflows. And sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming for us, right? It can be so overwhelming. Sometimes it can be very stressful for us. And we just have to be willing to understand that and recognize that. I can tell you that, coming from being a single mom, years ago, that was how, like, I felt like I was thriving if my plate was always running over. I was always carrying so many things and wearing so many hats until I had to sit still. The bad part about it is I literally was made to sit still. Like, I had no choice but just to sit still, because the stress level was that high. I didn't realize it until it was like, okay, your health is telling you it's time to get serious. You can't keep doing all these things and wearing all these hats. You need to be able to rely on your support system, to have a team that's going to help you go through all this, really maneuver through and navigate through all of this. And so when we recognize that, we should be doing things to make sure we're positioning ourselves to where we can really have the success that we deserve, that we desire, and not feel overwhelmed and stressed while we're getting that. So that's not what the show is about today. But I feel like I needed to mention that, because I really feel like just in this season, and I keep saying season because I have conversations with so many people throughout the day, throughout the months, throughout the weeks. And I keep hearing something that reoccurs within the seasons of people's lives, and just feeling so overwhelmed, just feeling like they're so stressed from a number of different things, not just the economy, not just the things that's going on within the world, but there's so many things that they feel like there's weighing in on them, and they're getting up and carrying it each and every day. And I know it can be a struggle, I know it can be a challenge, but at the same time, we have to be able to stop and say, you know what, is this something that I should be carrying? Is this something that I need to wake up and, I don't know if you've heard me say this before on the show, But I use the whole point of stuffing things in your book bag. Maybe it's not a book bag for you, it may be a purse that you're getting up each and every day and just stuffing all these things in your purse, in your book bag, and you're carrying it with you everywhere you go. So let me just speak from a women's perspective right now, because I feel like as women, we wake up, we get ourselves together. Some of us are struggling even to get moving, but we do. And then we have this purse that we're stuffing. And I'm not saying, I need you to go with me for a second, because I'm not talking about, we putting our lipstick in our, our wallet, and I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the things that we carry with us that we should not be carrying with us. So, as women, many of us are carrying doubt with us. We're carrying all these limiting beliefs. We're carrying so many things with imposter syndrome. We're carrying so many things with us each and every day. We're carrying negative people with us. We're carrying such and such said this. We're carrying these I can'ts that people told you when you was young. We're carrying hurt. We're carrying pain. We're getting up and we're literally stuffing all of this stuff in our purse each and every day because we feel like we should be carrying all this stuff with us. And then we're wondering why we're feeling stressed, why we're feeling overwhelmed, because we are consciously stuffing all these things in our purses each and every day, or, again, in your bag each and every day. So I say this because I was her. I was her a long time ago. A long time ago. Let me tell you, I was that girl who felt like I had to keep carrying all this stuff with me, who I was carrying, like I was the one that everyone looked at like, oh, she's strong, she's strong, she's strong, she's strong. She can carry, like she can hold on to all this stuff. So let me just pile all this on her. Let me put this on her. Let me put that on her. And guess what? I was just taking it and stuffing it in my purse and keep moving, even though it was heavy, even though it became so overwhelming for me to carry, to the point where it got so heavy that I had no choice but to drop it. So, what I'm saying to you is, and again, this is not even what I wanted to talk about today, but I felt like I was being led to talk about this today, is that we have to think about the things that we're putting into our purses. And so, for a minute there, let me really just speak to you for a minute, because your purse, think about what you're allowing in yourself. Think about all the things that you allow in, the pain, the negative, and a lot of times it's not even an external thing, it's an internal thing. So not only are we carrying our own limiting beliefs, but we're carrying all of this stuff from other people as well. And my question is why? Because that's what I had to ask myself. I had to say, Jaresha, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Is it helping you? Is it serving you? Is it serving who you are? Is it serving your purpose? Is it serving your goals? How is this serving you? Y'all know I am a huge fan of asking questions. If you're not asking yourself questions each and every day, what are you doing? You have to be asking yourself questions. And that's what helped me, is me asking myself those key questions when I felt overwhelmed. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I carrying this? It's not serving me. Put it down. Take it out. Take it out of your purse. It's not serving you. Why is it there? Again, we hold on to stuff because we feel like we should. And let's be honest, ladies, even in our purses that we have, in our bags, we are taking stuff that we don't even need to take. Listen, I am a firm, I will tell you that that was me. And sometimes it still is me when it comes down to stuff in my purse, of stuff that don't need to be in there. I'm a firm believer that, if I have a big purse, that means I need to fill it up. But that's not always the case, especially when you think about yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So Stop allowing things to just take from you. Even when people pile things up on you, we don't realize it, but it's still taking from us because it takes your peace, it takes your joy, and we allow it to keep coming. So, like I said, I wasn't even planning on speaking on this today, but I felt like I needed to go there. I felt like I needed to go there because somebody needed to hear this message. Somebody needed to hear this message so that they can start their day and know that it's okay. It's okay to ask yourself the question, is this serving me? How is it serving me? See, we think when we ask those questions that that means we're being selfish. No, ma'am. No, sir. Mm-mm. You're not being selfish. Because again, I told you that one of the things that I am learning is how to protect my energy, protect my peace, protect my joy. And that is how, that is what I'm learning. That is the things that I'm implementing in my own life so I can be intentional each and every day. Because one thing I do know is that stress will take you out. Hear me. I need to say that again because I need you to hear me and hear me good. Stress will take you out. If it's not serving you, let it go. And let me just say this, because sometimes we think the things that is in our lives, we feel like it may be serving us, and it's not serving us in a good way. It's serving us in a bad way, and we're holding on to it. If it's not serving you, if it's not helping you grow, if it's not pushing you to succeed, if it's not empowering you, it's time to let it go. If it's not serving your greatness, why are you holding on to it? I believe it's time to let it go. And that's what I had to do for my life. I had to get real clear and say, you know what? Let me just pull out this piece of paper and write down all the things, all the people, everything that is serving me and what's not serving me. And then take the action. The action is, what do I do now? I have to begin to eliminate those things, remove myself from the things that's not serving me, that continues to steal my joy, that steals my peace. Even if that is myself internally, what are you doing internally that is not serving you? Because I can tell you, if you are if you are in a space where you're doubting yourself, if you are in a space where you feel like I can't do this, I'll be the first to tell you that that's not serving you. If you're in a space where you're scared to step out of that comfort zone, it's not serving you. Being in your comfort zone is not serving you. Just look around. What has it gotten you by being in that space? And often those are the questions, that is the conversation that you need to be having with yourself. It starts with you. You got to start with you. Because how you treat you is how everyone else is going to treat you. If you are continuing to allow things that to come in that's not serving your greatness internally, in your own negative narrative, then guess what? You're going to allow other people to just say and do any and everything while you sit back and be stressed out about it. Again, stress will take you out. And it's so serious. It is so serious. My goodness, my goodness. But let me say this because, again, this was not the direction I was going for today's show. But I'm a firm believer that and if you're a podcaster listening, when it comes down to just speaking from your heart, speaking from your experience, speaking from your own story, testimony. You just have to go with the flow sometimes. And this show. I needed to just go with the flow and speak from my heart today, because what I really wanted to share with you guys, and again, I said that this is going to be several episodes. So tomorrow we're going to do it. We're going to get up and we're going to do it all over again, but it's going to be a different topic. And I truly hope that the things that I'm saying to you, I hope that it truly, just sits with you and sticks with you to the point where you just feel uncomfortable in your space to where you have to do something different, because that is, to me, that is what this show is all about. I don't want you to just listen and tune in and be like, okay, you know what, I got my motivation for today, I feel a little bit inspired, but yeah, you're not taking action. As a matter of fact, if you're listening and you're not taking action, you're not doing the work, this is not the podcast for you. You need to tune into somebody else's podcast. And normally I would never say that. But at this day and time, in this season, in this space right now, you have to be doing things different. We have to get in this mindset where we're not just talking about things, but we're actually taking action. We're actually being intentional about what we're doing and what we're choosing and how we're moving in our life each and every day. We have to be intentional. So I say to you today, as this is, I don't, one message, one podcast of many podcasts to come. Your time is now. Your time is now. Now you can clearly look around at everything that's going on right now and understand and know that your time is now. This is not the time to sit back and relax and just kick up your feet and say, you know what? I'll do this someday, or I'll do it one day. No, 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 no. How many times are you going to keep saying that? I just I try to wrap my hand around, or head around, not hand. I try to wrap my head around this whole concept of people talking about what they're going to do someday or one day, and then how fast time moves in years. Let's back up. That's not even say years yet. Days, weeks, months, and then years go by. And we're still talking the same talk. Many of us are still walking the same walk. We haven't done anything but talk. So I truly hope that today, as you listen to this episode, and know that there's more to come, because I have so much that I need to share with y'all. I have so much that I need to share with y'all. And guess what? Sometimes we don't have that person that's willing to have that conversation with us, that person that's willing to, speak the truth into us. Let me be her as we go on this journey. Because when I tell you, you know that I'm a coach, you know that I'm a trainer, a speaker, all of the above. But when I have conversations with people and we're having the same conversation over and over and over again, and the person is still doing the same things over and over and over again, it just makes me, wonder and think like, what are you doing? Are you not committed to really unleashing your greatness? Do you not look at yourself and understand who you are and whose you are? Help me understand where you are in this journey. Help me understand the season of your life that you feel like it means for you to sit in your comfort zone and just complain about where you are and not actually take action and do the things that you need to be doing each and every day. Help me understand what that is. Help me understand the excuses that we give each and every day for not getting up to do the work. Help me understand the excuses that we give each and every day for not getting up to exercise, for not getting up to do the things that you have on your vision board, for not getting up to work on the goals that you set for yourself. Help me understand the thought process that goes behind. I'm just going to say this because it looks good, it sounds good, but I am not serious. I'm not committed to doing the work. Help me understand that thought process. Because if you can't explain it, then it's time for you to really evaluate your life and what you're doing, what you're not doing, so that you can get serious, focused, laser focused, and do the things that you know you should be doing. The things that you should be doing for your goals, the things you should be doing to walk into your greatness. Those are the conversations that we're going to have. So I hope that you're ready for this season of the Mornings with Jaresha show, because what I don't want is you to show up, listen to the show, and not be prepared to do the work that you need to be doing for your life. I don't want that to happen. So I hope that as you just continue to listen to this show, to future shows, to tomorrow's show, that there's something that is within you that says, you know what, tomorrow, today, let's not even jump to tomorrow. Today is going to be different. It's different, because I am going to show up as the highest version of myself. I'm working on me being the highest version of me and what that looks like. And that means refusing to let anything or anyone come in between that for you. So know that tomorrow, or maybe the next day after that, we'll see how this flows as I share what I feel like I need to share with you. There's so much that I want to share with you, but I need to make sure that you're ready. I need to make sure that we are ready to be on this journey, because one thing I do know about time is that we don't have a lot of time. We don't have the time that we think we do when we keep saying someday or one day. We don't have that. So we need to be moving accordingly each and every day. So let today's pod be that message for you that's going to kick you into action. Let today's podcast be a reminder for you that you just set goals that you're still not working on, that you had a vision board that you were working on. Maybe you started it, maybe you didn't. Maybe maybe you had one laid out and had it put together, but you just haven't really started working on visualizing and really manifesting that thing. Let today's message be a reminder for you of who you are and whose you are. Let today's message help you understand the greatness that is within you and how you have to stop playing around. You don't have time to 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 entertain foolishness. So stop entertaining foolishness. Let today's message be a reminder for you of who you are. Let today's message be a reminder for you that you And everything that you deserve and desire is on the other side of your comfort zone. And you will have what you want and what you desire. You just have to change some things. Let today's message be a reminder that that bag, that purse that you keep stuffing with doubt, with limiting beliefs, with everything, with negativity, the complaining, the excuses, everything that you're just stuffing in that purse, the lies that we tell ourselves, everything that you stuff in that purse, the pain, the hurt that you continue to stuff with you each and every day, that you're walking around, with resentment, walking around mad at the world. Let this be a reminder to you that you don't have to carry all of that with you. That is a choice, which means you have a choice to make on whether or not you allow things to continue to steal your joy, to continue to steal your greatness, because that is what it's doing. That is exactly what it's doing. So I truly hope that you're ready. I hope that you're ready to receive everything that is for you. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. Let's get it. Let's go.
Thank you for listening to the Mornings with Jaresha show. Follow me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube at Jaresha Moore. Email Jaresha at empoweronpurpose.com and text 937-938-6373. And have a great day on purpose.